What's up, YouTube? It's QahirTheConqueror here. Welcome back to my channel for yet again another video. Now, before I get started with this video, I would like to say if this video helps you in any way, and if you enjoy this video and any of my other content, please drop a like on this and subscribe to my channel. It would help me a lot, and I would really appreciate it. This video is about battling and fighting depression. Now, little disclaimer, I am not a psychiatrist, psychologist. I'm not even majoring or studying psychology, taking a few classes here and there. So I'm not somebody qualified to help you. I am just giving my own personal advice on just ways to combat that. Now, to mention, I've never been clinically diagnosed, but I know there were moments and times in my life where I was depressed. And what sucks and what's so dangerous about depression is it can be like cancer. Like, it can come back, remission. You know, you can feel good for a moment, or things can go good. One thing goes wrong and boom. Depression has done a lot to society. Many people, male, female, child, adult, a lot of people are unhappy, not happy. And depression isn't something that's easily overcome. Whether you're in that battle alone or whether you have support, I wish you the best in overcoming it. What I've noticed though is that it can be easy to fixate on what the issue or issues are. It can be easy to fixate on what has gone or is going wrong. And it can be easy to fixate on the negative. I do want to reiterate, I have a video talking about it. At the end of the day, in many cases, although circumstances at present may suck, life is usually good and even very good in most cases. But when you're in the thick of your depression, or a depressive episode, it's easy to dismiss that and go, this, and just either sulk and wallow in despair or be destructive in terms of reactions to life circumstances, the people around us, the people we love. Depression can affect not just you. It can affect the people close to you. The people that maybe depend on you, that look to you for advice, guidance, support. The people that love you, the people that want to come in and love you or something. It can affect many people, not just us. So we have to consider that. The other thing to consider is that it's overcomable. You can win. Should you? You gotta want that first. With that being said, you have to make sure that you don't hyperfixate on the bad, because that's usually what we remember. That's usually what we stick to. It's easy to go, okay, here's one. Okay, thank you. Why didn't he? No. Try to express and display gratitude. Okay, I'm upset right now, but what do I have? Who do I have in my life? What do I have in my life that I could be thankful for? When you think that way, I don't know this for sure, but I'm sure some sort of chemical is being produced that will induce positive, elated, happier feelings and emotions. The mind cannot think of two things at one time. So if you're thinking happy, it's really hard to think about bad unless you dismiss the happy and go to the bad. So trick yourself into thinking happier, talking happier to yourself. Be careful with the words that you speak when you're going through those episodes, or if you're currently going through it. What you speak into your life and onto yourself can usually manifest. Sometimes the problem itself, I can't help you with that because I don't know your problems. But if you can, find a solution, problem solve, think critically to solve your problem. Don't just admit defeat, accept defeat if you don't have to. Fight it. Who said that you just have to be depressed and don't do anything about it? You can fight it back. Not physically, you can't go punch it and go hit it or something like that, but you can fight it in here. You can fight it in here. You can fight it with those. The mind and the mouth are powerful things. So fight back with those weapons at your disposal. Control what you can. There are going to be ups and downs in that process. It might take months, it could take a week, it could take a day, maybe if you're Superman, Superwoman, or it could take years. But if we only have time and that time is borrowed, what would you rather do? Because one thing you don't want to do is be in that mentality, be in that headspace, and you sink and you let your problems and things float and weigh you down and stay above you, and then time goes by, because it will at the end of the day. And like I said, you looked up and realized, damn, I had it pretty good. I had a partner that loved me. I had parents that loved me. I had children that loved and depended and cared about me. I had family, I had friends. But because I thought in this manner, because of this problem that might be a real problem, I missed all of that. And then it disappears right before your eyes, and you look up, time has passed, and you didn't appreciate that time that you'll never get back. That's why you gotta fight it. Don't let it win. Doesn't mean that every single day is gonna be perfect. No, some days will suck. In those moments, embrace it, feel it. One thing that hurt me is I didn't want to feel. I don't like to feel. I don't really like to. I'm struggling with that now, but I'm getting better at it. And it's easy to escape, disassociate, use vices to help us escape and things like that, but you're only delaying what's never gonna go away. And you eventually will become dependent on one of those things to help you, and then now you're in a bad relationship with something that probably isn't good. Or even if it's good, it can become toxic to a degree. Water is good, we need it, but you can't drink too much. Food is good, but you can't eat too much. Sleep is good, but you can't sleep too much. You get the point. So in those moments, if it sucks, feel it. Find out why it sucks. And usually a solution comes from going deep and going, I feel this, why do I feel this, and thinking and operating in that way. Because many of my problems and things that I was upset about, or, frustrated about, disappointed about, when you don't feel and you just blame, and associate and attribute everything to the problem, you're not thinking critically. You're only giving the problem, the issue, power over you. Take your power back. When you feel, you usually investigate if you are capable of doing that. Get down to the problem, because in many cases, even if you go to therapy or you go to counseling or something like that, they can't save you from your problems. You have to do the work yourself. They can help you and guide you through navigating those ups and downs, but they can't do it for you. You have to do the work. So if you're capable, do the work. There are many things that can help you. Number one, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? If you just soak and you wallow and you eat and you drown and you abuse vices and things like that, well, you got to get out of that eventually. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but at some point, you got to substitute those for things that are better for you. What are you consuming? Are you consuming stuff that's negativity and that feeds into insecurities and that makes you compare yourself? Are you feeding into that? Or are you feeding into things that make you think inspirationally and motivate you and uplift you and give you intrinsic motivation desperately needed? Are you getting physical activity? Are you getting sunlight, sunshine? Are you seeing the sun? See, I don't know specifically, but the sun shines and every single thing in the universe reacts to the sunshine. That's how we technically can wake up. So get sunshine, get sunlight, get outside, touch grass, 5, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Do things to help find you, find yourself, find the inner child that got buried because of the problems or whatever situation went wrong. That is how you combat it. That is how you fight it. Just to summarize, like, I don't want to make that light because it's taken so much for me just to even be able to get here at this point and speak about how to fight and combat things like that. But it's necessary because you don't know what you can contribute to the world, to your community, to your environment, to your partner, to your children, to your parents, to your family, to your friends. You don't know what you can contribute. So if you never overcome whatever is ailing you, then there's somebody, and that might be you or that might be somebody else that can be affected by that. So if you overcome and you can help somebody else, there's a chain effect. You don't know what you can contribute. You don't know what you can become. But the trick is that things, when you do the work, they don't necessarily get easier. You just become better at handling them. I don't want to make light and make it seem like overnight you can just fix. No. That might take time. But all we have is time. And you don't want to wait until time runs out for you or for somebody else that's affected by you when you could have used that time to overcome something that's overcomable. Because we all can. Thank you. Stay tuned. See you for the next one.